We're part of a small theatre company called Cat and Mouse, and we spend a lot of our time looking for excitement where you usually wouldn't find it. Now, through paying closer attention to what drives us to perform and create characters and scenes, whether it's in a theatre, at a party, at a festival, or perhaps most importantly, just out on the street, I thought to myself, why do we do it? And perhaps the most concise conclusion I could come to is that the best surprises almost always arrive when they are least expected. And this leads me on to today's fantastic theme of colouring life. Now, irrelevant of what stage I've been at in my own life, whether feeling happy and confident or lost and often a bit insecure, I've tried hard not to forget the importance of filling it with colour. In my opinion, colour is not just, wearing a bright red shirt or doing a colourful painting. That's not to say you shouldn't do both those things, but it's also something that is experienced. Now, what I mean by this is colour is not just seen, but it's also felt. And one way we can achieve this, wherever we are, and without a single penny, is by utilising people, space, and most importantly, our minds, to take ourselves and those around us somewhere else completely.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? How's it going? All right, I'm here. Hey! Sorry about this guy. Didn't realize he followed me here. It goes on. Let me introduce myself. My name's Mark. I think what Joe is getting at is that we get kind of used to our surroundings. The things we associate with them. And, take the day, for example, in a room like this. You just think of it as some kind of room, and there's a guy over there, and he's talking, and the rest is sitting around here watching and listening. And it reminds me of a day in 23.
Oh, shut up, Marty! I warned you. I said to you, if you didn't shut up about that time in 23, I'd make you shut up. Hey! How you doing? My name is Rosie Two Shoes, on account of the two shoes on my feet. I'll tell you what this place really is. It's a backstreet gambling auditorium.
Jeffrey, wake up! Yes. Come on, scram, all of you. I've had quite enough of this.
Now, welcome back, everybody, to Staining Community Centre's 53rd bi-monthly meeting of Durham Unitarian Lampshade Lovers.
Lovely to see so many friendly faces.
First on the agenda this evening, as touched on in last month's meeting, is the scene, my lamp, your voice.
Exactly. Therefore, I'm going to need a volunteer to model.
A really fantastic set of lampshades there. Thank you all very much for coming along.
Oh, and just in time. Let's get ourselves home before that almighty weather front comes in.
Please remain in your seats. Do not panic. You are in an active nuclear test set. You must carry out random tests over the area and other conditions. You must cooperate throughout the test. Abort. 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 Abort.
The idea that we have to share with you today is perhaps best summed up by looking at the processes we use when creating performances. Methods such as improvisation and simply trusting our instinctual trains of thought can be great building blocks for effectively colouring spaces, but these are not exclusive to performers or performance. Following our instincts and allowing our minds to carry us off the beaten path in day-to-day life can lead us to exciting new places, both physically and psychologically. The best example I can think to give of this is how children see the world. I have a 7-year-old sister who is 1 minute using the sofa as a sailing boat, and the next minute she's got it turned upside down and she's crawling around in her underground badger's den. And this to her comes so naturally. I find it unfortunate that whether we choose it or not, in many of us this gradually gets pushed back and replaced with black and white labels and, a rigid attitude towards what is socially acceptable or even possible. Through looking at my own experience, I've realised how much happiness can be brought into one's life by simply acting on your ideas as they occur and without asking too many questions. To some, this is already second nature, whereas to others, it is alien and intimidating, but I know from my own experience that on whatever scale, this can be achieved by simply telling yourself you are totally free to take yourself and your own ideas however far they want to go.